What is up, YouTube and the internet? This is Joe on day 6 here. Made myself some eggs, zucchini, yellow zucchini, broccoli, and some cilantro slowly cooked in butter with a piece of Rudy's Rocky Mountain sourdough bread. Also, some very delicious certified humane Redwood Hill Farms blueberry pomegranate acai cultured goat milk kefir. And if we go ahead and highlight the live and active cultures and ingredients here, we'll see several different species. Gotta watch out for tapioca. Yep, so the cilantro I added towards the end of the cooking process, you can enjoy it fresh. I love cilantro fresh, uncooked, with avocados or lime juice or onions or garlic or tomatoes or celery. I mean, a guacamole salad is whatever you want it to be. Sometimes I put jalapenos in or nutritional yeast even. Sometimes. I don't eat that all the time, but you can add hemp seeds. You can add hemp hearts, I should say. I'm not sure about eating hemp seeds, but I know they sell them without the seed hull. You could add cashews, you could add peanuts, you could add pieces of grass-fed steak. The options are limitless. Real food is ingredients. I mean, you can open some processed food and it has a list of ingredients, and that's fine. It's okay to make things from multiple ingredients. And not all processed food is bad. It's a fine line. You just have to ask yourself, did these ingredients come from a ecologically positive ecosystem? Did these ingredients hurt anybody? Did these ingredients invoke change that is bad to the environment in general? For example, this could be an egg from a big box grocery store that is from a factory farm. It could have a bleached shell to hide any imperfections or other discolorations from blood or feces if not properly washed. The animals could be in suffering, they could be in pain, they could be not having a good time. So these eggs, Farmer's In-House, large brown, free range organic. Looks like one of them got busted on the inside, so there's 5 eggs in here to start. Now it's cut in half, so we're missing some of the key details on the certifications, but I'm pretty sure whether it's the orange one or the purple one of them is certified humane as well. And that's an important thing. The concept of humane, because a lot of vegans and vegetarians have been sounding the alarm bells for a long time. That the way that we're raising animals is hurting ourselves and them and the environment, and there's suffering caused, and people who are compassionate want to reduce suffering, and that's why vegans have such strong convictions. And for people to put vegans down is wrong, because they have been ahead of the curve in so many ways. In the compromise between vegans and omnivores, people who eat animal flesh, animal milk, animal derivatives in some way, the compromise is the concept of humane. And if an animal has a good life and you happen to have some of its milk, or it's a grass-fed cow and it lives a happy life until it is harvested for human consumption, people can agree that the animal is doing ecologically positive things for the environment, such as recycling plant matter into waste to increase the soil and water retention and nutrient retention and so on and so forth. And understanding the ecosystem function of all these things and how they work together and how humans can stack functions if you look at some of the sad functions, you'll see animals in a cage being fed something that they didn't forage themselves, so to speak. And in a sense, something can be kept alive for a short period of time, but that doesn't mean that it's the right way to do it. And there's big discussions about new certifications for organic, regenerative organic, certified humane, different things. And we should have new certifications. We should challenge ourselves to have better standards and keep pushing for ethical treatment and humane conditions for people and animals and the non human other alike. And I believe a lot of that starts with your diet, what you buy, what you eat. If you're going to go to McDonald's and slam $20 worth of nonsense into your garbage disposal, you have to ask yourself, am I doing this because I can't afford to eat other things? Am I doing this because I like how it makes me feel? Am I doing this because I have no access? And it doesn't make you a bad person to have fast food because, let's be honest, I grew up eating all sorts of fast food. I could talk to you about comparing different fast food and tastes and quantities. We can talk about that, okay? But I can also tell you how it made me feel in the inside. Physically, I usually feel sick. Um, Intuitively, I just knew that diet is usually connected to mood. So, sure, I always kind of noticed that. But also, what I was talking about earlier with the ecological applications, by purchasing McDonald's, for example, and if you look at McDonald's, sure, they own a lot of real estate collectively and they are a global company and successful in many ways. But the thing is that a business can be successful and still be a harm to the environment. Look at the tobacco industry. Look at, you know, certain mining operations or natural resource extraction. They have unintended consequences on the environment, and it's nearly escapable to avoid them in your life. And I'm not saying that you can't change your diet, because you can change your diet in small ways, and supporting those ecologically positive systems can help to alleviate some of the problems we have in the world. And so, leaving you with this to think about, ask yourself these questions. How can I make the world a better place today? How can I make better choices for myself? How can I eat in a way that makes me feel good? How can I learn to collaborate with people who don't see the same as me, whether it's political views or dietary views or general philosophy? How can I work with the people around me to find common ground and collaborate to amplify the message of regeneration and supporting the non-human other and creating resilient, perennial, sustainable, local, regenerative, beyond organic food systems? And one final thing to think about is, how long can I keep talking before I eat my food? The answer is, I am very hungry and am very grateful for this waste of our system, this food that was scheduled to be thrown away. I am grateful for the opportunity to partake in the energy here.